Okay, everybody. Sorry I had the sound off right at that muted for when I was working on the video episode in our video last night, and wow. Okay. That's coming through very loud. Alright, there we go. Fix that on mine. Holy crap. That was extremely loud. Alright, KSP. I've been playing this game on and off since it came out. And yeah, you didn't miss it, Larry. You did not miss it. I've been waiting to do it again because I'm waiting for all my mods to kind of catch up to the version. The one thing about this program that's kind of annoying is that the modding, every time there's an update, it breaks all the mods, and the mods have to be updated to work with it. So I've been waiting for that to happen. And just waiting for an opportunity to do it because I've been doing a lot of episode hour and other things too. But since we are going to be getting back into this, I figured we'd do a short, maybe 2-3 hour stream tonight for it. Kind of get things in place and test things out, make sure things are working. And maybe do a little bit of beginning science, learning and things. We're going to start over from a brand new game. Shogun. Start fresh. So we're going to call this, I'm going to call it June 2020 stream, because we'll be June by the time we stream this again. It's going to be a science game. So the difference between the game modes. Career mode, you have contracts you have to undertake and fulfill. You have money that constrains what you can build. And you still have to get science to unlock parts like you normally do in science mode. But you have the additional constraint of the money and also your reputation and things like that. Science mode is more of like a sandbox, but it's more constrained than a full sandbox mode. Sandbox mode, you have access to everything at the beginning of the game. You don't have to grind for science or anything like that. In science mode, you still have to unlock all the science tree in the trees, in the tech tree, by doing all the parts in the tech tree by getting science from doing missions and conducting science experiments in various places and modes of flight or not flight. So I like that more because it takes a little more. It allows more freedom. You don't have like a budget to worry about, timelines to worry about, or deadlines to worry about, and it's just a lot less stressful, but more still poses a challenge because you have access to very few parts at the beginning. Let's go ahead and change our let's change to this. Let's do the orbit flag. Now difficulty. Got to set this up. First thing is that we want to I don't have current for flight stop missiles. Check the facilities. Science rewards, I want to bump this up to 175. I just put a number in now. Okay, 170. We'll leave those where they're at. Network on. Advanced. Enable Kerbal experience. We're gonna go and roll this. What this will do is it'll make it so that the Kerbals using the pilot the rocket will have access to like the minimal stuff. So, for example, at low levels, pilots only have access to the basic controls for the rocket control. And as you get more levels on your pilots, they'll get access to things like locking to prograde and retrograde, anti-normal, normal, radial in, radial out, that kind of stuff that they won't necessarily have up front. Just add a little bit more difficulty. Do range modifier. All SAS modes on all probes. Ignore probe capabilities. I'll leave that off. Part upgrades. Enables stat upgrades for some old parts when new technologies are researched. Yeah, I'll leave that on. Colonization. Whoops. Enable colonist rescues. We'll leave those on. Patch manager on, toolbar, that's all fine. Okay. Accept. Start. Now we'll have to, we'll need to see if the bug is still here or not, but there was a bug with the colonization plugin mod where you can't get to the settings menu for the mod from this main window. Yeah, it's still showing up like that. So we have to go to the VAB, Vehicle Assembly Building, where you build your rockets at, and then come back out, and it'll load up the contents of that window, which we need to modify that thing. If you don't change some things in here, then you'll almost certainly at some point get stuck, and your Kerbals will I think it's this one will become mutinous, and you won't be able to control your rocket anymore. I'm gonna set this to 300 0.75. Can I put a 5 in there? No, I can't. Okay, that should be fine. Save. So, for people who haven't played the game before, I'm sure there are a couple. How this works is you have... Let me do something real quick. YouTube is being hidden by my stuff here. Yeah. So you have these buildings. Some of them don't really matter in science mode, like the astronaut complex. Kind of matters. You can hire new Kerbal knots from here, if you so choose. I'm not going to do that right now. Administration building doesn't really matter because it's for contracts, which is for career mode. You got your mission control over here, which is also closed for the same reason. Spaceplane hangar, SPH. You build space planes here, and what you do with those is that you, like a literal plane, you can like build and fly around Kerbin with. Got a tracking station over here. This allows you to see all of your ongoing flights, and also will show you your debris too if you turn it on. It shows you other locations as well, like space objects, unknown places, deployed science, launch sites, satellites, all kinds of things. Okay. Then you have the tech building. Research and development. This is where you go into to unlock new parts at. So this is, what you're seeing here is actually the result of a mod called Community Tech Tree, I believe. And just kind of puts everything into categories and allows mods to easily put their stuff into the pre-existing categories that it makes. It's just a way for mods to kind of fold into like a structure for technology that won't overlap with something else or conflict, or won't have to have like people won't have to like, have specific things for specific mods. They'll kind of will fall into a community-based tree. So what we start with just our basic stuff here. So we got a command pod, we got some science stuff to work with, and we do have a probe to start with. That's actually an re-entry module, never mind, it's not a probe. And we have basic rocketry stuff that's not listed here, that's always unlocked for any game. What's this one? This is new. Orbital megastructures. I don't remember that one being there before. Faster than light, that's new. Interesting. Okay. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to go to our VAB. We're going to build a rocket. The goal is going to be just to get it off the ground and to see if there's any kind of weird issues. There was an issue I was having with the stock-alike mod where it was causing issues with the Jumbo 64 tank. Won't be able to see that right away, but eventually. Hopefully this goes as quickly as I hope it will. We will. So we got our module here. This is the command module. Everything we build will be built off of this. So We're going to put a parachute on top so we can recover this safely. We go very simple on this one. Let's do a solid rocket booster, flee, and science. What's this one? All we really have is cardboard box and should include a couple of these. How many states will we actually have where we could collect science? So on the pad, in flight, this won't go high enough to trigger the second one, so maybe just 2. And then 2 goo pods as well. None of these are actionable, they're just interesting stuff you can use to actually do anything. Okay. Rename this thing to Simp Rocket 1. Let's also do, I almost always forget this. So we don't want to have the parachute coming out when we turn on the engine, so we need to separate those into different stages. Go down here, damn you. There we go. Reset. Okay. Now we can launch it. So we should get somewhere like 20 to 30 science from this normally, with 170 and a 170 increase. Has to be a 70% increase. It could be as high as 40 or 50. Let's see. Don't have SAS, don't have RCS, so we don't have to worry about that. It's got a solid 2, so we don't need to control the throttle. Okay, I take that back. We do need SAS. We need Jebediah to control this thing. That's what happens when you launch badly. Revert flight to launch. I need to do the stuff on the pad too. Should have our science stuff here. So click this. Goo reports. Let's do the EVA report too. And surface sample. Okay, so get this on. So to lock it to stability assist. Okay, a little bit better. Let's grab our formation here. Okay, let's go and get the chute deployed. Turn that off so we can actually have the physics working here. Alright, now I'm just going to wait for splashdown. And get our science and unlock some new tech and build a better rocket. You just do this over and over again until you get to the point where you can actually start doing pre-planned missions. Let's throw this into +4. You can only collect 1 surface sample, but you can collect the surface sample in the ocean too, so technically if I do this again, we can go into the ocean and get another sample, but for now, I'll have to do. Okay, so we shall do this. Cover. Jebediah should get some experience for the flight. Not sure how much, but some. What do we got? We got 54 science. Cool. Crew. You got 1 experience. Okay. So, with our 54 science in hand, we're going to get basic rocketry. We'll get access to a liquid fuel engine and another SFB, or SRB, solid rocket booster. Well, solid fuel booster, SFB is what it actually is. The T-100 fuel tank and some other types of tanks. We'll also do engineering. It should give us access to some new science. We'll get access to the thermometer, microwave oven, and that's it. Some communication stuff and a decoupler, which will be handy for staged rockets. Definitely want to get this. We've got access to some more science. The barometer, sample box, and I think Science Juniors later on. This is for submersibles. You have to be in the ocean. Actually, no, it's a Kerbal item. They carry it on themselves. Some more decouplers. Okay. Landing legs, we need those. More parachutes. Alright, I think we'll get that. Definitely we're going to go with general rocketry as well. What do we got left? 9. Nothing that we can buy. Okay, so with this we should be able to build a rocket that will go up higher. And be able to hit the second tier of science that we can do. So I'm just going to hit get a new rocket going here. Going to be the same basic design though. We're going to have that. We're going to have the parachute. Now, though, on this one, though, what we're going to do is, we don't have a stability yet, so... This one, though, we're going to put a decoupler on the bottom here. So we're only going to have this falling down this time instead of the whole thing. On the command module, we want to put our science. So I'll put it down here. I'm putting 3 of these because these guys I need one for being on the pad. I'm expecting to be able to do 2 levels of science in this one. Put this one on this side. Need some room for the parachutes. Okay, a sample box. And cardboard box. What else? I think that's it. Microwave oven, actually. Okay, now parachutes. We had the one on there, but now that we have this other tech loaded on here, we'll need some more help. So we're gonna put on the it's the orange ones or the lower ones. What the hell's utilities at? There you are. Yeah. These ones. 2 should do. I think 2 should be enough. Now, for this part, we're going to do a T200 fuel tank. I'm going to actually double it up. Under that, we're going to put a probably a Reliant. And now, on the outside of that, we're going to have 2 SFBs. Actually, no, we don't have a decoupler yet, or even something to do that with. So, oops, not what I wanted to do. We'll need some stability for this, so we'll do some wings. Okay. Alright, should be good to go. So we'll do some stuff on the ground with the new, our new science, and then also take the science up in the air as we're going. Hopefully hit the middle atmosphere area where we'll get the second science trigger at as well. Temperature scan, sample box, microwave, and really there's a pressure scan. Oh, from the, yeah, flip one. Okay, get our thing on here and go ahead and set us up at half throttle. We'll see how that goes. More, yeah, way more than enough thrust. So go and get our other scans here. Pretty good on fuel. Starting to turn over a bit. We're going too fast. Okay, so we are now 9,000 meters and climbing. Question is, how high can we actually go? Still got, what, 30% of our fuel left? Now it's more like a quarter. Oh hell, we're flipping over. It's going too hard. Try and see if Jebediah can rewrite himself here. Or we can help him out. Shouldn't be too hard to get ourselves righted. Isn't that big of a rocket. Gotta stay on the gimbal. Okay, we got all the stuff we can collect. Let's go ahead and say collect all. Deploy all except EVA. Okay. Almost out of fuel. We're not going to have a hard re-entry. I don't think we're too low for that. And so we're going to jettison that now so we don't have the extra weight pulling us back down faster than we need to be going. Where exactly are we coming down at? Water or land? Looks like water. Okay. So the chutes are set up for that correctly. If it was over land, I'd want to increase the altitude by about 1,000 meters. Okay, so it peaked at about, what was it, 31, maybe 32? Actually going to prep those to deploy. Once we hit the middle and lower atmospheres, we should slow down significantly from the air resistance. Yeah, we're already starting to. Okay, chutes are deployed, not opened. They won't fully open until we hit about 2,500 meters. I think is what they're set at right now. Yeah, 2,500. So we won't have another, well, we should have a few experiments to do in the ocean, but we won't be able to do everything in the ocean. We should still get like around 200, I think, from this research points. Everything is said and done. Just gonna throw this on to 4. I'm not confident we're not gonna crash into the ocean. Like parachute getting ripped off since we're slowing down pretty significantly. Good. Now we gotta figure out what the actual final speed's gonna be with all this extra stuff on the pod. This parachute should be able to deal with it though. Yeah, as long as we stay underneath 7. Oh damn, we lost a bunch of stuff. We did. We were, oh, those are 6, aren't they? Those aren't 7. Shit. Oh, we lost all the boxes. We're gonna lose some of our hard-earned crap. That sucks. Okay, well that's fine. Collect all that. Actually, want to deploy all, and then we'll collect it. EVA report, surface sample. Alright, let's go and recover. I'll need to pop back in. Okay, less than 200 now, I'm thinking. Since we blew up our boxes. I forgot those are 6, not 7 meters a second tolerance. Yeah, 184. Closer than I thought, though. Much closer than I thought. Actually, it would have been over, probably like 220, 230, I think, with the boxes still there. Crew, what do we get for that? No experience gain, because we didn't get to orbit. Alright. Science, we got, what, 193 to use? Definitely want to get basic science. Definitely want to get flight control. Definitely want to do advanced flight control. So I believe that opens up our first SAS module? No. That was in flight control. Yeah. This would be for RCS. Which actually is important. What is that, 90? We only got 100 left, though. I'd rather spend it on this, because we need space tape. Thanks for the follow. It wasn't my windows being covered. SAQ 123007. I think I pronounced that right. That was 45. Sweet. We can get this to them. We'll get them both. Okay. Now we're ready to build a more complex rocket. Alright, start with this again. This time, though, we're going to use a command and control module. This will give us more control over it in flight. Parachute. Utilities. Okay. I think we need more. We need 3 of these. I'm gonna put these on first. Okay. But what are you doing? I still haven't set it up. Sorry about that, DCQ. I'll have to fix that later. I can fix it right now, I guess. Probably should. Let's see, night block. I can only see the damn window up on my other monitor. So I'm gonna do what do we do? Spam protection. Okay, so there's emotes. There's only like, what, 5 emotes though? The hell, why did it, weird. To do... options. We'll say 10 emotes. Let's do 10 emotes. Timeout length, 60 seconds. Said 5 seconds though. I'm gonna put to 30 seconds. Okay. Excessive caps. 8 caps are excessive. I'll set that to 15. Again, maybe something. This one might be better for 45 seconds. Links. Set at 10, 20 seconds for that. Access symbols. What else we got? Blackboard list options. I turn that off. Disable. Oh, I need to fix it on MooBot too. Let me do that too real quick. All that is set to off though. So it must have been either Nightbot or Streamline. It must have been Nightbot doing that too. None of that stuff's turned on for MooBot. Okay. Chat moderation is now under control a bit more. Jesus. Alright. Back to the game. Okay, so we're going to try and make this one at least go... Well, we got a 32,000 meters with the last one. This one probably won't be able to get orbital. Maybe we can get close to it. We need to go double the distance to get to orbit. Do we have couplers? We don't have the radials yet, so we'll have to make do with that. We probably will hit a re-entry point at this point. This goes as high as I think it will, so we'll need to put in some heat shields on the bottom here. Don't have a Science Junior yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Actually, let's do the smart thing and decouple this when we don't need it. That'll add some weight. We don't necessarily want. Fuel T400. T400. Engine will be Reliant. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this. Actually, let me get that. Get that too. We do have these now that we could use. Problem is I don't have radials to get rid of them now. Probably not a good idea. Actually, let me put these on with the don't think that should cause a problem in terms of like exploding the bottom half of this. Let's get some wings. SQ, if you're back in the chat, sorry about that timeout. I've gotten Nightbot under control. We need some wings. Deluxe or no? Yeah, I probably should go deluxe. We've got a bigger thing now. One there. One up here. Kind of large, though. Well, we'll see what happens. It's the fun with KSP, experimenting with stuff and see what happens. Okay, science. We got kraken stuff now as well. Oh crap, we gotta fit all this onto the command pod. Command module. We'll start with these. Turn this off. Oh no, we do have a Science Junior. Okay. I won't use it yet though. This is all the Kraken science stuff. This is very good. Especially blood sample. Blood sample is amazing. Get all kinds of science from it. Make sure we get that on here. I'm gonna put this on the bottom because it has a lower destruction point. I'm gonna try and keep the boxes above what would be sea level this time. They don't go poof again. Am I gonna be able to fit everything onto here? That's a very good question. I think I will. Did I get the ice sample? Yeah, I did. What else have I not put on here yet? Besides the Science Junior, which we'll do next. That's carried by Kerbals. The scan radar. That'll be for later. Microwaves and yeah, need microwaves. I know where to put it though. Yeah. Okay, no microwave. I could put it over the hatch, but. Alright, so we got a multi-stage rocket here now. These three will go. We'll need the main engine down here to fire at the same time. That'll decouple. This will then fire. That will decouple. And this will decouple when we need it to after we re-enter. If we get up that far, then we got the parachutes. Okay, we are good to go. Let's call this sync rocket number 3. Not so simple anymore, though. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Swings are way too big. It's going to be a problem, I think. Okay. I think it's lifting off just up the power of the SFBs. I didn't have the engine started yet. So here's the problem. These are going to run out. We'll still have lots of fuel here. Okay, I need to bring this down a bit. I want to be going up still. I don't want to be going up so fast. Come on. Positive. There we go. Positive directional force here. If you're going too fast when you hit the middle, this point right here, you'll start flipping out. It's a very annoying issue. Though with these huge wings, I'm not sure if we would or not. Better safe than sorry. Let's go full throttle. Let's see how far we get. Got a whole other stage after this to do. Okay, our apoapsis is at 30k almost right now. Why did the shroud not, that was weird. The shroud did not go away. I wonder if I have the, I might have the decoupler turned the wrong way. Okay. So we're at 80,000. That is definitely orbital. Definitely. Yeah, definitely an orbit. Oh, I didn't take the ground level samples on the pad. That's fine. So blood sample. Yeah, 33 from just that. Dangerous condition alerts. Oh, no, it'd be a PR nightmare. I was gonna do the EVA, I think, which would be very bad. But I still have almost. I have more than half my fuel left. Really, I could throw this thing into an orbit. I don't know how easy it would be. We could try. Oops. Oh, okay, we're out of fuel. So we got, what, 78? 87? So we're gonna definitely have a re-entry. Actually, that could be bad. Things might explode. I wonder if I could do the EVA now. Oops. I can. Right. Let's go ahead and jettison the last part of the rocket there. And now, gonna see if we can survive re-entry. It's gonna be a pretty steep one. Yeah. Definitely be in the ocean now. I'll have to do this manually because I don't have the retrograde lock on yet. Which is always fun. Should start seeing heating around 50. It's 53 or 50, somewhere in there. At least we're not going too fast. Yeah, we got some heating going on now. Or no, it's at 30. Oh no, it is here. Okay, I think we were going fast enough to trigger it earlier on. And here comes the real test here. I think we'll be fine. It's usually timed by the sound that they're making on re-entry. Yeah, we're already slowing down significantly. Good, okay. That was not that bad at all. Let's go ahead and collect these other samples real quick. Except EVA. These are going to be the same as the other ones, just over a different biome. Alright. Get out of here. Don't need you anymore. The parachute's out, and we are good. I'll probably get around... So long as we don't lose a bunch of stuff when we hit the water, like last time. We should get around 300 to 350 science from all this. Actually, maybe 450 to 500. We do have a lot more stuff. We literally almost have no more room on the command module. This is looking higher than it was before. Let's see what happens. Everything on the bottom should be able to survive. But this thing's up higher. Oof. Ugh. Okay. Well, have to see what happens. It's a little bit high. I think you might lose the boxes again. They survived. Yes. Cool. Oh, we got even more to collect. Okay, deploy all except EVA. The goo has escaped into the water and has mutated the fishes. Can I get a new surface sample? I can. Okay. Different biome. So I was gonna make sure you check that. I'm gonna say over 500. That's my guess. Okay, 440. A little lower than I thought, but still pretty good. No experience. What do I need to do to get more experience now? It's kind of interesting. I guess orbit would be the next one. I usually don't use the Kerbal experience system, so I don't know where all the breakpoints are at for getting points. Now we got 450 we can spend. Definitely gonna go for science kind of stuff. Oh, I need radials. Where are those out? There you are. I need you. So definitely you. Now, sciencey stuff. Miniaturization. Those will be useful later on. We'll definitely need, this. Do we actually have any solar yet? Is there any solar in this? Yes, there are. Okay. Good. So I got 270. We'll do heavy rocketry and fuel systems for the fuel line. Got 90 left. Propulsion. Landing, advanced flight control. Okay. So our next rocket's going to be an orbital one. Hopefully. Probably. We got to, well, yeah, we got heavy, so we got the next stage up, so it should be fine. So let's go ahead and throw the command pod back out. Zoom in here. We do have the advanced one now, so we can throw that down here. Do we have a radial battery? Did we unlock that yet? Yes, we did. Cool. I'm gonna go on top. Utility. That there. Electric. Probably won't be in space long enough to need them, but just in case we do. Now, Science Junior. The storage with this. We'll do 2 of them. Now that we have these, we have to do some other stuff too. We need actual heat shielding now. So, thermal. And the blue shoots. As well as these, I think, too. Probably be a good idea. Okay. Now, got other places to put a lot of science at. These we'll still put up here. Turn this off again. Actually, no, I'm going to put them down here. Can return. Micro is going to get return from over here. So barometer, those up here. Put the temperature thermometers above them. Eye sample. We'll go over here. Blood sample. I can't get it back behind it that far. Can do it from this side though. Tentacle next to those. Skin next. Thanks for the follow. GTFO. Thanks for the follow. Okay, who next? I think that might be most. Oh, goo pods. Yes, cannot forget the goo. You must carry Ivan Ooze up into space. Let's see what happens. I think that's everything. Okay, we're fully kitted out now. All the science. Now for the rocket actual part of it. Decoupler. Not that one. I think I also want to rotate this. Wrong way. Okay. Let's do a... Do I have the 800? Yes, I do. So now what we can do is that we have the radials. A lot of things open up. So, let's do the, let's do the skipper, and that's the next one up, isn't it? So we'll do Reliant. What we'll do, though, is we'll put some radials on here. 3. Gonna add some extra fuel tanks. Let's put those there. Grab a T400. Now what we'll do is we'll take a fuel line, run it from here to the central one, and now all these tanks will dump their fuel into this one, this tank in the middle, and provide extra fuel to the engine to burn longer. Need another decoupler. Do we have the adapter yet? We do. Okay. Now, do I have the jumbo yet? I don't think we have those unlocked yet. No. Do you have the TX 440 though? It's actually kind of smaller than that. Yeah, Rocket Max 32. We don't have the 64 yet, but we do have the 32. We'll use 2 of those. Whoops. There we go. And shouldn't have mainsail just yet, but we could do the skipper. Okay. Now, for this, I'm going to do our deluxe wings again. Okay. It's our best to wait 1.17, 2-minute burn time on the first stage. And a 50-second burn time on this stage. That's in orbit. If we're in space, for atmospheric altitude 70K, that's still, I guess it is still 50. Interesting. Changing my mind on that. I'm gonna do 800s, and we're not gonna link them up to the. Yeah, cool. I'm not gonna link them up to the central one. Do need nose cone for those. It's a bigger one. That is. Can I scale this down though? I can. I may go back the other way we had it before, but let's see how this goes first. Okay. Orbital simp rocket. Number 1. Orbisol? The heck? Where do the S's come from? Orbitassel. Alright, save that. See what kind of mass destruction I can wreak with this rocket. I bet it will not be pretty. We're gonna have flipping and dipping and rolling and yawing all over the place. I don't put any tape on it. Shit. Very important. Once you get rockets that kind of have this kind of stuff, you have to start using space tape. Just to make sure they don't wobble over the place and throw your rocket off of the trajectory that you want it on. So underneath structural, struct tape. Zoom in. Enhance. Okay. Whoa. There you are. Of course, I am not on the right setting. This is probably overkill for these small ones, but... Okay, now it's ready. When it comes to space tape, I say it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. The Tori Valashi opinion when it comes to that stuff. Okay, SAS is on. I think we'll set it at half throttle to start with. Actually, I need to do some silence first. Yay, nothing. Okay. Need more thrust. You cannot give me any more. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I bet these added a bunch. I didn't check the thrust to weight again. I bet those added a lot more weight. Yes, they did. We're at 0.85 now. Okay, wings, you gotta come up for a moment. Because we need to rethink this a bit. No, we do wing couplers. That didn't actually help the thrust to weight then. 0.98. Okay, I guess we gotta throw some SFBs on too. Oh. That was stupid. Now we're getting into the level of complexity that I love to do because it's asinine. Okay, there we go, 2.2. Problem is, you gotta really modulate the liquid engines so that we don't go flipping around. Well, the solids should finish off pretty good. I didn't put tape on them, but whatever. Shouldn't need it. Alright, Jebediah, it's all up to you. You gotta control this crazy thing. We'll set it at half throttle. Well, it's working okay so far. I didn't do the science on the pad though. We're halfway through our SFBs. SRBs, whatever you call them. Get a little more speed going here. Okay, get rid of those as quickly as possible. Something blew up down there. Oh, they ran into each other, okay. I think we are good. I think we could try doing a turn right now. I think it will... Nope, it won't support that. Not enough reaction wheel. Okay. Back to start. But it works. Yeah, this is definitely fine. Yes, this is definitely fine. Alright. That back on. I'm just gonna full throttle right out of the gate. Okay. Alright, no turning. Absolutely no turning. That's exactly what happened. They exploded. Okay. Let's to clean up that way. So we got plenty of fuel on this stage, so throttle up. I think I might start turning once we get towards the middle of the upper atmosphere. I do want to do material study actually. Okay. What's that? Slow down a little bit and start doing this. Alright, looks like we got way more control of this now. Oh, we did. Okay, there we go. We're right on that 30 line. I think we are. Okay. Let's wait till we get in orbit. We're got an apoapsis of 97K. Actually, almost 98. Then we'll start burning on probably negative 10. Try and get an orbit going here. Technically, we're in orbit right now. I want to wait till 80 though. So we're kind of at the peak almost. Alright. Let's switch over to system view. Let's go down to 20 now, I think. We finally need to go back up. Getting too close to the AP node. Actually, I think we can just burn right on prograde and we'll be fine. Slow that down a little bit. Getting a little ahead of me now. I almost got the PE node popped out. Speed up a little bit here. Alright, there we go. Orbit. How much fuel we got left? We're almost out on this stage. We got a whole nother stage to go though. So I'm gonna save this. We're gonna try and get to high orbit. I think that's 255. First, let me just burn the last of this fuel off. Okay. Oh hell. I did not put a decoupler. No, I did not. Okay, this could get kind of rough. This shouldn't explode. Well, it'll explode, but it won't cause any damage, I don't think. I need to make it go away, though. I knew I forgot something. Why do I have to make you do... Why don't you... There we go. Like, why haven't you exploded yet? Alright, there we go. Had to burn some fuel. Oh wow. AP node is way out here. Still, though, that's where we need to be, actually. I'm gonna warp over there. Should get everything pop up here in a second. There we go. Shall stop right there. Deploy all. Actually, we'll do the EVA too while we're here. Switch back to this view. Should I hit the right button? Okay. Now we got to get this thing down safely. Actually, let me go over here and see if we got another science thing that'll pop up. I don't think so. I think the next one is like... Well, this is 7 though, isn't it? Okay, the next one's much further away, if ever. Alright, we need to get this to 35... Potentially 38,000 meters. So what we need to do is go to prograde. Or retro, rather. Bring the PE node in. I have SAS terminals. That'd be very helpful. I'm not sure I'm back on prograde. That's prograde. This is retro. Okay, 190, 80, 70. All the reentries I've done, I find that about 38 to 35,000 is the perfect reentry point for kind of air braking without blowing up. Coming in really sharp. And this is going to be a very sedate reentry, so should be good. Don't know if we'll be over water or not, though. We should be. This will get pushed out as we're coming down and pulled back in. Well, it might end up over this. I don't know. This we will find out. Let me do a quick save. Is that 5? Yeah. So what I found is that if you have a hooker, is that going negative allows you to push out the periapsis node without increasing your apoapsis node. So if you don't want to if you want to get more of a circular orbit, using the negative side of the gimbal helps you maintain where the AP node is at. If you're not careful, you can actually pull the AP node in when you don't want to. It's more important for when you're dealing with like going to Minmus and things where you have multiple burns you have to do precisely. It's also a fuel efficiency kind of thing you can do. Yeah, where are we at right now? We are at 285. That would be a lot closer than that. I guess go over to here. Should be about where we're going to start re-entry. Let's get rid of the engine section here before we start re-entering. These should be on already. What's our battery power looking like? Electrical charge is almost empty. Actually, we're recharging right now. Good. So good thing I put the solar panels on for this thing. All right, Jeb, this is all up to you. You gotta keep yourself from flipping around. Where are we heading at? We haven't actually dipped low enough yet. I think we're bringing the AP node in at the moment. So that could take a little bit of time. This will keep pushing around until the AP node comes in, and then that'll form the place we're going to land at. It might be over in here somewhere. I'm not sure if that's ocean or not. I'm gonna have to wiggle and diggle and try not to screw things up too badly, and I did. Okay, well, it's all parts for yourself at the moment. This is scientifically proven to work. I think I ran out of electricity for the SAS system. Okay, you gotta keep it moving. As long as you keep it moving, it doesn't, it'll recalculate the heat meters and will prevent things from exploding occasionally. Usually you can actually make things survive this way. Only works if you're doing a really shallow re-entry, though. If you're doing a steep re-entry, doesn't matter. Because the heat will build up much faster. Did I jettison the, what's this thing? Oh. Oh, I jettisoned the heat shield, too. That's what happened. I had to set up on the same stage. Damn it. Okay, we are now... We don't have to worry now. We're coming... We're slowing down. Okay, I'll definitely be in ocean here. Perfect. Everything survived. That end, yeah, that end, just trying to make sure things don't blow up. Plus, I think my SAS was... Yeah, I have no electric charge, so the SAS wasn't working at all. At least when we're doing it with this, you can help... I think this required... Oh, there it goes. Wasn't working a second ago. And I guess that would work, too. I haven't had much success doing this, though. The shoots. Alright, we should fall at a nice, like, 4 meters a second pace. Turn off SAS so we don't come down nose cone first. Jeb, I need you to right the ship here. There we go. No, there we don't go. No, it shouldn't matter, I don't think. We're going slow enough. Yeah, I'll have to try that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, 4. Actually, a little less than 4. Which means we're going to be here for a while. Should actually probably get rid of these smaller ones. As long as we're not going over 6. Small ones had no effect whatsoever. I think I found this out last time I did KSP. Over a large number of days. Okay, we're gonna live dangerously. Okay, perfect. Everything survived. Looks like cool. But we do have more science to do. We got temperature scan and microwave. I'm gonna say 600 to 700 science on this one. Because of the science juniors. That's gonna be a lot. Maybe more. I don't think more than 1,000. 1,000 would be like the highest. Oh, 450. Way less than I thought. So, that's good. Hey, level 1. Cool. Should have prograde and retrograde markers now on the gimbal. So we got 450 to mess around with. I definitely want to do heavy rocketry because that gets us the... Or no, it's heavy fuel systems. This one gets us the 46. I want to see if that's fixed or not. One of the mods I had messed that up. Guess we can actually do this too. We could do this too if we wanted to. What do we need to get to the moon? I think we have what we need to get to the moon, actually. Well, no, we need main cells. That's in this, though, isn't it? Yeah, main cells here, okay. We already have fuel lines. We don't really need this. We got the Terriers. We do have landing legs, the micro struts, I think. We have actually the LT1s, okay. Even better. Well, we need the advanced, the larger one. Reaction wheel. Where is that at? Oh, there it is. That's what, 160? It is. So that would be 280. No, 320. Yeah, we don't have enough to do both of those. Could get rough, but we should be able to make it to the moon even without that. We just won't be able to do a actual 30-degree turn. Should I buy anything else? It has to have the... Actually, we don't have those yet. We definitely will need these, so let me grab that too. Okay. So what we have now, we should be able to get to the moon. It'll be rough as hell, but... Yeah. Maybe. Okay, you can go away now. Definitely gonna bring this back out. And now we're going to enter the lovely world of asparagus staging. I say lovely because it gets quite annoying to set up, depending on how many levels you go through. So we're not going to put a thing on top here. Actually, we'll put a battery on top. Actually, no, underneath. We'll scale it up. Let's see. To be honest, I have no clue. I do have the community tech tree mod installed, but I've got all of these installed right now. It gets 65 mods, yeah. So it could be any one of these. Not exactly sure which one it is. Kindergartens, tree, configurable containers, cryo tanks. It might be the USI, potentially. I really couldn't tell you. What is actually in that tech tree? Let me go back up quick. Advanced survivability. Between command modules and simple command modules. Salamander and Scout Landing Module, MK2. Those are definitely USI. Those are from the USI Colony mods. Yeah, this one. Simple command modules. So this one's I think this is like a Rocco-sized command pod. This one's like a lander can. And so I think that's probably either the colonization systems or exploration pack. That might be part of core too. So either one of these three. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So, we're going to the moon with this one. We're gonna need a couple things. I probably don't need to have the parachute on top. Probably. Yeah, I would say probably not. Let me put a nose cone there instead. To scale that thing. Not sure what happened to the smaller version of that. Maybe I didn't unlock it yet. It might be part of the aerodynamics tree. Okay. Next, we're gonna need the this here. RCS would be very useful, actually. Problem is figuring out how to actually include it realistically. Do I have any monopropellant tanks? Besides these. Wish we could separate by fuel source. That'd be nice. Oh, here we go, monopropellant. Can scale that up. How many units? Does it have 160? This has 20. That should be enough. I think that's more than enough. 6 MRCS thrusters. What is that? Control. I think 3 will do. So what RCS allows you to do is control the rocket in terms of like the rotation, and also if you have the version of it that has a directional rocket on the outside, also helps you control your pitch and yaw. That should be good though. In lieu of having a proper reaction wheel. Can use those. So after that will come our science juniors. I always run 2 of these. I always find 3 is a little bit excessive in terms of dealing with the size of it. Right. Let's put down the heat shields. Not those. These. Coupler. And then heat shield. That's the wrong size. The latest one, I think it's 1.9 something. I have all the expansion packs, I believe. This one, really, 125 now. Okay. I always grab the wrong size. Alright, this is going to be our lander section. So we're going to need a T400. Actually, no. Yes. No, 800. No, it is a 400. I'm trying to remember how I used to set these up. It's a 400. We're going to need... Oh, no, it is an 800 with 400s on the other side of it. That's how it is. Okay. This will have a Terrier on it. Terrier, where are you? Need decouplers. Should do 4 of them. I might have gotten away with 3 before, but I haven't done this in a while, so a little extra insurance. Actually, what I want to do with this is... Oh no, these are supposed to be 4s. The one's supposed to be a 4 in the middle. The way I know this is that it should be equidistant. Because on the outer ones, we're going to put the landing legs. Where's the 400? There you are. I gotta adjust this. Make sure these are level with the bottom. Actually, I would. Hell. Something a little bit below, actually. Yeah. Landing gear. It's underneath utility, I believe. Or no, it's underneath ground. Yeah, definitely want the landings, the LT ones. I usually do 3 on each, so I'm gonna run it right here. I'm kind of in the middle. Definitely need nose cones. Okay, center will need a decoupler. And that'll go to a Rockomax adapter. Underneath that, we'll have a reaction wheel. Now below this, we'll have 2 Jumbo 64s. Now we'll see if this actually is fixed or not. Looks like it is. There's an issue with the stock alike when I was playing this last, where these weren't lining up correctly. Alright, so we got these. Now we gotta do asparagus staging. This is always fun. Pull this off. So we're gonna need 4. So let's get some decouplers going here. Try and get them about as middle as possible. I'll have to readjust these anyway, so. Okay, there we go. Turn off angle snapping. Do I have? I don't think I have a shroud yet. Oh yeah, I do have a fairing. I do have a fairing. Change of plans. Where would that go from then? What size do we have? Can we scale this up? We cannot. So we don't have enough. We don't have the right size fairing yet. So I'm not going to run it. It'd be nice to have though, but I was going for no screens. Alright, so there's the first stage of this. We're going to grab this again. Grab one of these. If I can get the, there we go. And we're going to do it again. Alright, main sails for everybody. Where are the main sails at? They're there. Now, fuel lines. This has to be in a very specific order and a specific pattern. So, how asparagus staging works is you take one layer of rockets, burn them down, and then when you release those rockets, what will happen in KSP is that the rockets they were connected to will get refilled complete with fuel, so you'll have another set of time with them. Really helps to make things go a bit slow, makes things go a little bit faster than having to deal with going up. So we got 4. That one goes to here, and this one should go in here. No. Yes. So, but I actually usually do onion and asparagus staging at the same time. So, problem with that though is you have to balance the rocket and rotate it in flight. It's kind of annoying. Instead, let's just do this the smart way for now. So for that, we need to have proper reaction wheels, and we don't. And that'll go into here. Actually, all these inner ones will go into the central one. This technically, I think, is onion staging. Okay, one more. Yeah. Alrighty then. Space tape. Lots of it. This part's probably overkill, but overkill's the name of my game. And just a little extra insurance, just in case. Alright, now the staging. So the other rockets, these outer ones have to go first. So we gotta find them all. Here's this one. So those go first. Actually, they all go at the same time. The decoupler staging is what we gotta worry about. What's the ones up there, right? Yeah, don't need those yet. So these, then those, then this, and those go, then these go, and then this goes, and then that goes. Okay. Now for everything else we gotta put on this damn thing. Solar panels. We're gonna need you. We'll stick a battery or two in here somewhere. Maybe a couple. Hide them in there somewhere. Okay. Now for all the science. Actually, that's all we need. Just 3 of them. Do this the quick and dirty way. Okay. I believe that is everything. Microwaves. Now we do have those. Tentacles. Tentacles, you're missing. We need this. Okay. There we go. Yep. I think we're good. Now, the other things we have to do, set up the actions. So for landing gear, on custom 1, so on the number 1 key, I'm going to do toggle extend retract. Then we can use the don't have to set all the science up with the science alert thing plugin to do that for us. Okay, I think we're good to try. Let's say try, because I have no expectation this will get us to the moon. So that was kind of weird. Missed anything else? Parachutes, of course. We need parachutes. Utilities, there you are. I'm just gonna run with 3 of these. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay. Actually, wait. Let me do one more action here. 2. Toggle radiator. Now we're ready. True. Well, we'll see. We might not need them. We might not. If I get the re-entry right. I don't expect this to fly very well anyway, so... Yeah, actually I didn't put any wings on it. Oops. Need some wings. Otherwise it's going to spin like a top. Might as well grab the shoots while I'm here too. Turn on angle snapping again. I need to turn this back on. Stick on the battery this time. I got 4 of them. Now I'm gonna do, let's also do this on 3. We'll do cut shoot. Okay. Let's see this thing explode on the launch pad. I didn't check the engineer stats, so I may not have enough lift as it is anyway. It should, though. We'll see what happens. Yes, we have our prograde and retrograde markers. Good. Can we lock onto them now? No, we can't use them to lock onto. Well, we should be able to. Once we actually get underway. Let's go at half throttle first. Yeah, we can. Good. Definitely will need those for getting on the moon. Oh, we got lift. At least. Actually need to go full throttle. Okay. Stability so far is okay. I'm not going to test it. slow us down a little bit here. Actually 6. Actually, we're going up pretty quick on that. Alright. Those are done. I think we can risk doing some turning. Definitely need to get to 30 really quick. And I'm a little too far. Just turn on RCS. It'll help me out a lot here. Okay, 55K 6. $72 and 80. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the engines at 90. Let ourselves drift up to the nearer to the apoapsis point before we continue. Throw this on. Got about half our fuel left on that stage. Okay. When we get right around here, I'm going to start burning negative. Turn RCS on. We'll start on 15 this time. RCS, what are you doing? Going way too far. Just about right. Now we're kind of matching it. We're still kind of catching up to it, but we're really slowly doing so. Good. This is a perfect place to be at. Kind of slow down a little bit. I went too far. Too far. Try not to get the AP node too far out ahead of me. Comparing abscess is up. And pretty much elliptical. Or circular. We're definitely in orbit. There's the moon. Okay, what do we got left? We got a little bit left on this stage. And then we got a whole nother stage after that. So, the moon's over here. I'm thinking we're going to go somewhere around in here for our next maneuver. Yep, there we go. So, need to set this up right. I'm going to try and do this as little fuel as possible. Don't need that much of a window. Should be enough. Okay. Ooh, I don't have a maneuver node to... I have to do this manually. Son of a biscuit eater, okay. This is gonna be rough. Actually, I think if I stay on prograde, it should move around towards the maneuver node. So let me get him back on prograde real quick. Okay. Just in case it doesn't, though, I'm gonna like warp into right about here somewhere. Okay, it definitely didn't take me where I thought it was going to. It took me to prograde, or retrograde. Which is where it, yeah, it moved the maneuver node is over here by prograde. It didn't stay there. Let me turn off stage view. Got plenty of electric. Oh well. RCS real quick. I should have stuck it on. I forgot about that. I had on stability, not on prograde. Oh, that's fine. Not gonna be exact, but should be close enough. Definitely gonna need to keep RCS on though. Oh no. Close enough. I'll take it. Alright, let's turn off RCS, and turn off SAS, and head over to the encounter node. See what we get orbit-wise around the moon. Okay, a little bit beyond it. Okay, gonna maneuver here. Burn retro. How are we on mono? Oh, we still got plenty. Well, actually, it's still 3 minutes on this thing. I liked it way closer than it was. Went a little bit longer on that. Go and get the periapsis flipped around to this side. we're not landing in the dark. Not only is it extremely hard to do that, there's also some pretty nasty mountains that are pretty high. On the dark side of the moon. So I got plenty of fuel, and you got the landing stage still to go too, so you can use any amount of fuel you want to on this to set things up. I'm gonna do a quick save, just in case something goes wrong. I'm gonna land right in here somewhere. Actually, I want to burn prograde a little bit. I want to try and push this around. So I'm going to bring it in, the periapsis node is around over here somewhere instead of right there. Otherwise it'll put us like into this area and I don't want to be there. In the middle of the crater, maybe. The edge of it, no. It's like recipe for disaster right there. Oh no, I did want retro, never mind. Retro pushes it the other way. Keep forgetting. Because it's above the 0 line on the gimbal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got some stuff we can do here. So play all except EVA. I'm just gonna skip through these. Need to get moving on the set up the landing here. Okay, PE node is gone. Alright. Should I do this manually? I would like to like try and push this down this way. That'd be an anti-normal burn. I think this is normal. Actually, it might be normal what we need. Oh no, definitely anti. I was right. Definitely need anti. Alright. Hell, got too much momentum going on there. Got plenty of time. Well, not plenty, but enough to correct our trajectory here. We're currently at 26,000 meters. It's fine. Switch this to land. Alright, now I just gotta start slowing down. Okay. So I'm gonna land pretty much right in here somewhere. So I'm gonna wait till I'm about right here before I start up burning again. That way we don't pull it back into all this crap. Definitely don't want to be anywhere near this edge of this crater. Anywhere in here, though. This is where the mind games begin. Especially when you're actually landing a base somewhere and trying to get stuff done from, like, a orbital station. That's where the mind games begin, for sure. I'm gonna get down to 100 meters a second. Actually, that might be too much right now. Too much too soon. Kind of pulled it a little bit further than I wanted to. I need to wait till I'm about right here. Looking at this from this angle, it's gonna be the furthest. So once I'm in line with this crater, that's when I'm gonna start burning again. Or if I get up to like 250, I'll need to dump this engine section. I'm gonna get as much of the vertical velocity gone as possible. Horizontal, rather. Currently sitting at 184. I gotta burn again. Just have to go with what I get. Alright, let's go ahead and jettison this. .5 to go. Currently we are on trajectory to land just beyond this crater. Somewhere in here. I want to make sure I'm over this before I start burning again. I may be forced to actually do it soon. Kind of coming in pretty fast. Okay. CS, I don't need you right now. Got to turn you off. Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna be beyond the ridge. No, I need to keep going. Now I can slow down. Actually, I want to stop. I want to make sure we're absolutely beyond that ridge. They're going to be right in here somewhere. Okay, now it's all about managing speed. And not going too fast. We don't want to turn this into negative. When you do that, that's when you start going horizontally across the surface, and that becomes a whole other mess to deal with. That engine's not firing. There we go. No, it is. Oh, damn. Okay, good. Didn't screw up too bad. I didn't notice I was not in the right stage. Actually, it might have been beneficial. So I can just like fall straight down like this. Will be perfect. As long as I get the speed and the land correct. We got 500 meters to go. Got all the fuel in the world still. Oof. A little bit. A little bit too much. And we're on the ground. On a little bit of an edge there, but we are on the moon. Let's grab all of my science except for EVA. I'll get that in a second. Things appear to be growing in the tentacle sample. And someone who has a single molecule of kraken antigen in his body. What is not? The blood sample. Okay. Now we need to get out. Time for an EVA. Do the EVA report. And grab the sample. I'm also going to let go. We're going to go mark a flag over here. So, actually, I want to put the base over here somewhere, so maybe this will be the good landing spot, though. So I'm going to put a flag right here in the middle of this open area. Down here seems pretty flat. Oh, damn. I just killed Jebediah. Trying to figure out what the frigging vertical thrust was, and I couldn't find it. Damn it. Oh, we got to the moon. That's the important part. I do have a quick save that we can load on Friday when we do this again. God damn it. Damn it, Jebediah. You and your... I need to be the firstness about smashing yourself into the moon. So we're at the Space Center. So yeah, we'll load that up and I'll land again. Landing is not actually that much of a problem for me. Screw it, we'll do it now and get back. Not gonna leave that just hanging there. We'll get to the moon and get back and get the science, and then we'll stop. Load, save, quick save, load. Could have saved again before I got it. Did not expect to kill Jebediah, though. Actually, I get another crack at trying to do this the right way now. Because I want to... Oh, we're way back here still. Okay. Very well. I'm gonna leave it at about 45. And then, let me do the anti-normal up here. Oh, wait. Stability. I believe anti-normal is over here. Yes. So I'm gonna set them the lunar base location while we're here. Now, once you've landed on the moon as much as I have, landing on it's not that much of a problem anymore. Hell, docking with stations is not that much of a problem anymore for me. That's like probably the hardest thing you can do in this game is dock with the station. Oh hell no, we went normal. We're on the wrong side. For anti-normal. Alright, let's go back to prograde. Gotta clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gonna be right over this area where we want to be. Where are you at now? Yeah, way up. Bring it back down. I'm gonna quick save at this point now instead of from way back there. Okay. Oh, let me do this too while we're not in that stage yet. So right around in here somewhere, probably. They're pretty good for either over here or over here. And, or maybe even right in here where I went to originally go to. Warp right there real quick. Now we'll just throw on the brakes, as it were. Okay. So we're actually pretty good right now. We'll have to wait a while to speed up a little bit. Go and get rid of that. Let's throw it on to 10 times for a little bit. Get us down to 20. Yeah. So if I just leave it here at this particular throttle, we should be doing pretty good in terms of where we're going to land at and where we want to be at. I've managed to do it once or twice before. It's really hard, but to judge the distance and set the throttle at the right amount to where you actually land and you don't have to change the throttle all the way through the descent, and you land with a soft landing where you want to land at. I've done that twice out of my 60 or 70 landings on the moon and other places. Well, Moon and Minmus. I haven't landed on Duna yet. Not in a meaningful way, anyway. Gotta watch the horizontal speed. Left the RCS on too long and it kind of tilted me up too far. Had to stop the burn. Do another quick save. Just in case I kill Jeb again. I don't think I will because I'm going to use this spot for the landing spot for all my stuff for the base, but just in case. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill our speed here. Oh crap. I think I stopped soon enough that's not going to be a problem, but we are kind of drifting a little bit horizontally. The teeniest a bit. Actually, we're making it worse now. Let's see what happens. We're still at millimeters. And the legs should be able to deal with it. Okay, good. If you're running a bunch of legs like I do, that little amount of horizontal should be able to be handled. If you're running just 4, good luck, you're going to tip over probably. Okay, now we're on the ground at 5 again. We'll run all of our scenes, except the EVA. Grab it all. Now let's do the EVA. Surface, sample, EVA report. Jump down. Okay, pretty much right where I'm at, really. Maybe a little bit more to this direction. Let's get away from the rocks and things. Yeah, right about here should be good. Looks pretty flat. Plant the flag. What's it called? Drop off point? No, staging area, I guess. Okay. There's the hatch. Damn it, Jeb. Stop trying to style. Get off the damn rocket. There we go. Okay. Now, back we go. Got plenty of fuel. We get all the rest of these. I better get my arse back on. I didn't realize I was outside of it. It's been very bad. We need to turn that on. All right. Ourselves back into a Kerbin orbit. We'll have to do another adjustment so we don't re-encounter the moon. That's fine. Still got plenty of fuel. All we gotta do is get the periapsis node to 35 around Kerbin and we'll be fine. Alright, 2 million, actually 3 million. 2 million, 1 million. 3, 6, 5. Perhaps it's node right there. Okay, 140, 30, 20. 36. That'll be fine. Just in case it's not, though, do a quick save. Warp into here. And do a little more warping there. And jettison nets and these. Okay. And we're good to go. Should be just a smooth sailing thing down to the surface, water, wherever we're going to. Couldn't tell you. Now this will get pushed over a bit, so it might be over this landmass here, this continent. Or it might get pushed out all the way to the other ocean here. I think it'll probably be over land. This will be a clench your butt landing, probably. Alright, we're at 67. Deep down to about 53. That's when the real fun begins. That's a decoupler there. And we're on the dark side of the planet, too. That sucks. We are still set to land, though. Thanks for the follow, Hey, Greggy, I guess. I think I pronounced that right. Don't let me know. So where are we right now? Now we are definitely... Well, actually... We may actually be doing another... Oh, here we go. It's coming in. But maybe we'll be doing another circuit around. That was pretty far out there. We'll find out. It might actually be in the ocean. It might actually be in the ocean. Oh, definitely. That's like spinning really quick. We're going to definitely be over land. Oh, no, we're going to land over here now. Sweet. Never mind. No, we're over here on the dark side. Darth Jebediah. I have no clue where that's at. I think that's land. If not, this definitely is. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be up in the in land somewhere, possibly in these hills. If I end up in these hills, these radiators I have on me save me. I got up in a hill once, landed on the side, actually tilted over onto the radiators, and I rolled down the hill, and nothing exploded. It's like, holy hell. Okay, good. We're going to be in between those mountain ranges. Still re-entering, though. Jeez. That's an extremely shallow re-entry. No, we might end up in these mountains, actually. Just might. I'd preferably be in here. This seems like it's a flat area. At least flattish. I definitely think the way it's curving in here, it's gonna bottom. It's gonna stop right around in here somewhere. Just like right smack dab in the middle of some mountains. Or maybe we might actually catch a bit of the ocean there. That'd be hilarious. Now we're gonna go right by it, like on the beach. Yeah, like in here. Somewhere in this general vicinity, I would think. Alright. Still friggin' on fire. Jeez. There are hunters for that Jebediah. Swear. Okay, no, we got over it. Nice. We're gonna be in the splat area. We're safe for the 4 shoots, but not the 3. Let me wait a little bit longer. So I got 12.5k to go. Okay. So, predictions for science. I'm gonna say somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500. That's what I'm thinking. Parachutes, are you gonna come out or what? This could be bad. Wow. Wow. What? Are those set to sea level, or they must be set to sea level, not just whatever the altimeter is at? Wow. That's like, what's not? They're not releasing. They should be. Let me load the quick save. Jesus. Okay. Where are we at? We are way back here. Oh yeah, from okay. Actually, didn't need to change anything about this. Actually, if anything, I might want to go a little bit harder. Let me adjust this down a little bit. I'm gonna put this at 32. Maybe 30. We'll live a little bit dangerously here. Still have time to fix it if it ends up being total crap, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, no, the decouplers were the right way around. I have them the wrong way now. Okay. Oh, we almost ran into that thing. Damn. Okay, decoupler, bye-bye. Oh, it's like a... Okay, cool. Quick load. I didn't know about that. Thanks for the tip. Oh, what the hell? I'm going to set you to 3,500. Right now we're over water, apparently. Yeah, this is pulling in a lot faster. Still over water. Oh, we're gonna be over water now, I think. Unless I'm looking at this wrong. This is like the shoreline here. I know we're definitely over water this time. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna readjust this back down then. 2000 and 2000. There we go. Chutes have been deployed. I was gonna write them down. Turn off SAS real quick. Well, tiny adjustment solved all the problems. In terms of where we're gonna land at. Oh, these other ones didn't get reset. There we go. Very sedate. 5 meters a second. Good. I still have a blood sample to collect. Really? Very well then, I will do so. Alright. Let's see what we got in terms of science. I predicted 1 to 1.5k. Might be lower. Wow, I underestimated it. Wow. 1.8k. Cool. And Jeb got 5 experience. Cool. Let's go ahead and unlock some stuff for the next stream, and then I think we'll call it a night. We're definitely going to need... let's see, what will we need? I think we'll need actuators. We're going to need the clamp docking port. Clampatron. Very heavy rocketry. Large volume containment. We will need... Oh, there's the nose cone. The smaller one. Scrap that. Yeah, we'll need that. LT2 landing strut. It's 160. So what else? Let's see what else we got here. This is also 160. We definitely need these, for sure. We got, what, 433 left, so we can get one of these, or a couple of these. Probodyne, I think they're underneath this one. The Octo 2 is, I think, though. Yeah. So we don't have enough to get to that. Precision engineering. Actually, we probably will need this, to be honest. For all the structural bits. Specialized construction, though, has, I think, the fairing we might need. Unless that was in one of the other ones. No, I think, yeah, we need to get the fairing for sure. That'll make things a lot easier. So we'll go with this. Okay. So, on the next stream on Friday for this, we will, yeah, I've got, 65 mods, I think. Yeah, 65. But for the next stream, we will put together a rocket to go to Minmus. And then with the thousands of research points to get with that, we'll get everything we need to start sending up the satellites, the ScanSat satellites for the moon and for Kerbin, the communication network satellites for the moon and Kerbin, and the lunar station so we can have a ferrying point from orbit around the moon to the surface for all the base parts that we're going to be designing as well. We should be able to get all the stuff we need for the base parts too at that point. So we'll get something like almost 3,000, I think, science from this. So I think that's going to be the plan for the stream on... We're not going to get to all that on Friday, but we'll get to a lot of it. But yeah. So, for everyone that's a new follower, SQ, GTFO, and Gregi, thanks for following. For everyone that watched on YouTube, thanks for watching. And I'll say it now, this stream will probably put me over 3 average viewers for the last 30 days, so I think probably starting on tomorrow, or well, maybe not tomorrow, depending, it might be tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on when they actually process it, but I'll probably start having to stream to Twitch exclusively, and not be able to stream to YouTube. So that'll be the start of when I'll start having to actually produce the content from Twitch onto YouTube as videos and whatnot. Let's go ahead and save it. Actually, I didn't need to save it. I'll save the main save. Oh well. So, because apparently they've streamlined the system now to where it actually is kind of automatic. They send you, once you reach that threshold, they send you a notification right away, and then after a couple days, they'll put you into the affiliate program after you apply for it. Been a slog of 2 years. 2 years? It was sometime in 2018 I started streaming, I think. Finally made it here, though. Appreciate everybody that's followed me in the past, and it's stuck around to watch my streams. See if we can get some more quality of life features for the stream eventually, like emotes and some actual proper alerts and whatnot. So for tomorrow, the stream will be for Legend of MLR development. We'll actually probably be working on the story a bit, and also doing some It'll mainly be on the story. Well, no, it'll be on the story, but then we'll also be doing some testing around the balance for the enemies, the stats, enemy stats. And I may finally get rid of the damn teleport puzzle. I made that thing in Windows XP, or in RPG Maker XP, and been trying to figure a way to get rid of it. Because I think it's a cool concept, it's just you can't implement it correctly. At least I didn't implement it correctly. So I'm going to think of some way to replace it with something else. Some kind of puzzle that will be not so horrible as that. And we'll see what else happens. It's going to be a pretty long stream. I'm going to start at probably around 1 p.m. MST. So if you're interested in RPG Maker stuff, come by, check out the stream, and see what happens. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.